Ladies and gentlemen, from the ProBox TV Event Center, this bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the super featherweight division. Esta pelea está pautada a 6 asaltos en el peso super pluma. Los jueces, your judges for this bout, Brian Gary, Shami Shipman, and Joanne Richard. Your referee in charge, El Arbitro, is Christopher Young. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white, green, and purple. En la esquina azul, con pantalones blanco, verde y morado. Pesando 129.6 libras, weighing in at 129.6 pounds. He is undefeated with a record of 5 wins, no losses, 4 wins by knockout. Él está invicto con récord 5 victorias, 0 derrotas, con 4 por la vía del knockout. From Tampa, Florida, please welcome Dominic Valle. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue with white, en la esquina rojo, con pantalones azul y blanco. Pesando 130, weighing in at 130 pounds, with a record of 6 wins, 1 loss, 3 wins by knockout, con récord 6 victorias, 1 derrotas, con 3 por la vía del knockout, de Vieques, Puerto Rico, Carlos El Tete Rosario.
Tail of the tape for our first fight of the night in the super featherweight division. 22-year-old Dominic Valle, 5 years younger than his opponent. He is 2 inches taller and will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Super featherweight matchup scheduled for 6 rounds. Rosario and Valle.
A fight like this, both guys feel like they're the A side. Both guys feel like they're the guy to watch. Winning mentality on both guys, and it's going to translate into a good fight.
Here we go. It's time to fight. Blue and white trunks for 6-1. Carlos Rosario, Dominic Valle, white, green, and purple.
Good body work there from Rosario. He's doing a nice job doing a little push and pull from the outside. Valle is a very aggressive guy, throws a lot of combinations when you're within range. Rosario's obviously watched some tape, using a little bit of push-pull so he can't get set to let those combinations go.
Yeah, it's a smart tactic on his part, champ, you know, trying to disrupt the rhythm and also, you know, disrupt the ability for Valle to find his distance, because when Valle does find his distance, he's a very busy guy.
Yeah, he lets those hands rip.
With this fight getting pushed back not once, but twice, it has been 7 months and 10 days since we have seen Dominic Valle. The fight was scheduled on January 26th, March 22nd. Finally, we get it tonight. Rosario, as I mentioned, just fought 52 days ago as he goes to the body.
Rosario's targeted the body a few times now early in this fight.
Yeah, 2 of my keys to victory for Rosario were to use a push, a pull counter, and also to hit the body, because Valle has a long torso.
And you also mentioned, as we will get to after this round, Chris, when you got the guy that he has in the corner, you listen to your corner.
Yes, yeah, I mean, oof, got a living legend. Nice uppercut there from Rosario as well.
Yeah, he's mixing up the combinations nicely. Valle smothering himself a little bit at times when he gets close. He's got to make these shots count. There it is again. It's Rosario doing a good job of smothering him and causing Valle to smother himself.
Rosario also staying off the ropes, very smart, because Valle, he likes to pin his guys there and let those hands go high and low.
Older brother Marcus and Mark Ferre in the corner of Dominic Valle tonight. Final minute of round number 1.
Yeah, you can see Rosario, he's got a very good understanding of distance. He's just making Valle miss, in and out, push, pull. And both these guys know how to fight. Oh!
Valle's got to be careful staying so square on the inside like that, because he's opening himself up for the uppercut.
That's one thing about Valle. He's so offensive-minded at times, especially on the inside once he has got a guy in his range. Nice overhand right from Valle and a left hook.
Ooh.
Oh, sneaky
Good
little
shot.
uppercut there.
This fight's opening up now.
Didn't take long for these two.
Which is what we expected.
One thing about Valle, he's going to try to impose himself like this. You know, Rosario did a good job of staggering that distance, changing it up a little bit. But if Valle starts to get onto this kind of distance and this kind of rhythm, it's going to get tougher for Rosario to keep control of this fight. And you can already see he's starting to lose control of it in these past 30 seconds.
Action-packed round one.
3 minutes in, we've already had ebbs and flows
Yeah.
with both men being successful.
See that action of already a heated first round. See that combination there by Rosario, and he finishes it with a nice little uppercut after going around the sides and getting Valle's gloves to stay short. Here again, see from the side and there, right, an uppercut as Valle again stays a little bit too square there, Sham, on the inside.
Yeah, beautiful punch.
Our template. And last time we had fights, we had Dominic Valle's older brother Marcus. And the same thing with Coach Mark. He said they're easy to work with. You'll never be a good teacher if you don't have a good student. Round number 2. And these guys come out firing again.
Yeah, Valle again coming out trying to, with the intention to take control of the ring. He had a little trouble with that in the first 2/3 of the first round, but he started to take control of the ring in the end of the first round, and he's trying to get things started right away. As Mark Ferrer told him, you got to work for 3 minutes.
You know, Valle's, he found success in the first round by picking up the pace. You can see already in the second round, he's like, all right, that worked for me last round. Ooh, big shot again on the inside, that uppercut.
And Chris, I was just about to mention that Rosario tends to move a lot and will look to counterpunch, which he did exactly that with that uppercut.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of changing distance and changing range up and down, changing levels, and then picking his spots. He's very crafty in there as Rosario.
The problem is it's not discouraging the pressure of Valle. So you've got to pick up the pace just a little bit more if you're going to keep up with Valle. Though another good shot landed there by Rosario.
I don't know. A few more uppercuts the way that Valle's heads were getting popped up. I think he's going to get the surge.
Get off his head, get off his head. Stop.
As Paulie mentioned, when we were at the desk, lone loss was here against then 5-0 Ezekiel Barrera, an undefeated fighter in a bigger weight class for Carlos Rosario, but he has since earned himself a very good win, and now looking to make it 2 straight and hand Dominic Valle the first setback of his professional career.
Yeah, we're starting to see that pressure from Valle is starting to pay dividends as Rosario's just not able to keep up.
Yeah, and he's getting hit on the end of the combinations too, where he's trying to get out of the way of the initial shot. That kind of got his attention there. He's trying to get away from the initial part of the combination, but it's just the combination keeps on coming and coming.
Yeah, it's almost like Rosario thinks the combination's over and Valle's still punching.
Yep, and what happens is he gets away from it, but he puts himself out of position for the continuous follow-up.
Valle, 2 inches taller, 2-inch reach advantage. Rosario, there's that movement we talked about before.
One thing about Rosario, there is good work being done by him. It's just it's becoming fewer and further between because Valle's consistency is becoming more and more direct.
Yeah, and his size and physicality.
Yeah.
He's starting to push Rosario around. Good shot there, both men trading blows.
Yeah, it's going to come to a point where Rosario's going to have to dig down.
Oh!
Good uppercut there by Valle now. It's going to come to a point where both guys are going to have to dig down. Rosario's going to have to make a decision. Am I going to allow myself to be outworked here? Because I can hang with him skill-wise, but am I going to decide to go to an uncomfortable place and try to punch with Valle to get him off me?
10 seconds.
Which is what you talked about, Paulie, that Ivan Calderon said to him after the setback in November of last year right here. Are you willing to go into the deep waters? Two-division world champion, Ivan Calderon, the 2000 Olympian in the corner of Rosario. Mark Ferrer with Dominic Valle.
Nah, stop getting hit with uppercuts. All right, you hear me? You heard what I said? You heard what I said? You're too straight up. You're not fucking using your legs. Be on your toes, all right? Use your jab, all right? Hit the body. You're breaking him down. You got to be ready after. You got to give me an after. You're giving me your primary, but give me an after. Give me a head movement. Give me something. You understand? It's important.
Here we see some action from round number 2. Things are starting to really heat up. Here we see Marcus Valle landing some big shots, a lead uppercut and then a right hand. Just like his corner was saying, you got to give me things on the end. And that's when he was having the most success. He was letting his hands go. When Rosario thought he was done, that's when the big shots were landing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Rosario may slip the first 2 or 3 shots, but again, he puts himself in a position where he's got to keep defending, and eventually Valle was getting to him.
Carlos Rosario in the blue and white, green, and purple for Dominic Valle, 3rd straight undefeated fighter that Carlos Rosario is facing.
Hey, Rosario's tricky, he's sneaky, he's landed some good shots in here and there, but nothing is deterring Valle. He's just walking through all the shots and letting his hands go like he likes to.
We all would have loved to seen it back in January on the 26th of that month. We were looking forward to March 22nd, but it seems, Magic Man, Chris Algieri, it seems like this fight is worth the wait because they're both throwing tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I think these two would make a good fight no matter when it was. They just look like their styles match up really well. Oh, man, big heavy shots there from Valle.
That effective aggression that we have seen over and over from Dominic Valle.
Watch your way out. Watch your way out. There you go.
And you can see Rosario slowing down a bit here, looking for the clinches just to get a rest here and there. He's gonna have to figure out more deceptive ways to look for a rest. As there he lets his hands go a little bit on the inside, but now he's smothering himself as well.
You know what it looks like, Champ? It looks like Rosario is being forced to punch. He's not like ready to punch. He's just, the pace is pushing him, and he's just letting his hands out there, not really throwing. And
I can understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to look at a good counter there by Rosario. I can understand what he's trying to do. He's looking for ways to sort of slow down the pace deceptively of Valle, but just trying to clinch or smother yourself isn't going to do it. You're going to have to maybe show different looks and then give a different target, change levels a little bit so that Valle has to stop and think for a second.
And Paulie, he did show that different look for a moment. Southpaw stance for Rosario. Now Chrissy's gone back to the orthodox stance.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually chose to do it. I think that Valle was putting so much pressure. He just stepped back into that stance and had to punch while he was there.
1 minute on the clock here in round number 3. Both men fought on the same card here back in November of last year.
Good body shot to the gut there by Valle. That stopped Rosario in his tracks, and now he's holding.
That right hand uppercut.
Yeah, that was a right uppercut to the gut, and I think Rosario felt it a little bit.
We heard Mark Ferre in between rounds. He said, Dominic, you got to use your legs more. Chris, are you seeing that here in this round?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that he's asking for that I haven't seen so much of is the jab, and I think that would really make a difference because you'd be able to keep the contact on him.
Yeah, and I think if he cuts off the ring, I think Rosario may start to be on the verge of going, because the only breaks Rosario is getting are when he's able to kind of just get away.
Oh, man. Heavy shots from Valle.
Another big body shot.
Watch your way out.
Thrown by 22-year-old Dominic Valle.
I think we're starting to see Rosario start to unravel. The pressure's really going on him.
Outstanding round 3 for Valle.
Well, it's starting to fly a little bit, guys.
That means Paulie's going to get his big old napkin, Chris, so he doesn't get any blood on him. Even if he is wearing all black tonight.
Yeah, he just pulled out the curtain, covered himself up.
Puerto Rican showdown.
About the body shots there of Valle. Valle Rosario trying to fire back, but in between that, you saw the uppercut to the gut by Valle, and that, so you could see that got the attention of Rosario. He swayed it up against the ropes and looked for a chance to hold on, try to catch his breath.
When you got a guy who's throwing consistent body shots the way that Valle is, that's really dangerous. He threw 3 hard body shots, all 3 landed. Rosario is very tough. Those are some big shots.
Rosario, born in Puerto Rico, now fighting out of Winter Haven, Florida. Dominic Valle, born in Rochester, New York, fighting out of Tampa, Florida, training here at the ProBox TV World Headquarters. Starts round 4 with a double jab.
Yeah, that was a nice sharp jab he came out with. Ooh, and a nicely timed uppercut as Rosario ducked over.
The Puerto Rican connection. Dominic and Marcus's father and father's parents. The father, Junior, grew up in Puerto Rico. Mom, Spring, grew up here in the United States. Round 4, and again, body work from Valle.
Oh, nice sharp left uppercut there, too. You know, Rosario's got the Puerto Rican connection there as well, you know. Yep. With Ivan Calderon in the corner, the world champion.
Born in Puerto Rico, he's come over here the last few years. But if you get a guy like Ivan Calderon to believe in you, you know that you have a chance to be something special. But Ivan can't get into the ring with you, Paulie. He's got to do it himself.
And he's going to have to show the craftiness. And the good little right hand he threw there, but he's going to have to show the craftiness of what that Ivan used to show during his career.
Valle doing a really good job of putting a lot of pressure, cutting off the ring very nicely.
Now he's cutting off the ring nicely. Yeah, absolutely. And again, catching on the end. Rosario trying to escape and getting caught as he's escaping, putting himself out of position because he's in such a panic to escape the danger.
There's that quick snapping jab again from Dominic Valle.
Good timing on that right hand. Head off line, beautiful shot.
And you know what? Mark Ferry just told him bluntly, oh, good right hand as well. He's finding the target with some good shot selection. Mark Ferry told him bluntly a couple of rounds ago, yo, man, stop getting hit with the uppercut. And you know what?
And he hasn't
he hasn't got hit with the uppercut anymore.
Nope, not since then.
Little southpaw again for Rosario.
Yeah, he's trying anything at this point. He's getting outworked and beat up in there.
Yeah. And again, it's not for a lack of quality. It's just he just can't keep up with the pace. Valle is drowning him.
I've seen the Valle brothers train in the gym. I mean, they are workhorses. Yes. They really put in the work. And you're seeing that now from Dominic with how much output, how much volume he's putting. He hasn't slowed down at all.
Yeah, and you know, you can see there in that combination, that last combination, Rosario, the arms are just weary. He's arm weary, even throwing the combination. Valle still with some good thought on his shots.
Which is compounding the problem because now he cannot keep Dominic off of him.
Yep.
You got a guy, now you're arm weary, you're not punching as hard. You got a guy who doesn't mind getting hit by you now, who's letting his hands go and landing bigger and bigger shots.
Yep. Return right hand caught the chin of Dominic Valle, but again, Valle throwing with bad intention. 30 seconds on the clock, round 4.
Paulie, I'm sure you can speak, knowing exactly what I'm speaking about. You can feel a guy's energy when you're in the ring. Yeah. Those punches start coming off slower and slower, weaker and weaker.
Yeah, and the other way around, when he's strong and you're not, you know,
exactly.
You can feel his energy there as well, and his body language and his physicality, and Valle is showing just that.
Oh, good body shot. Left hook to the liver.
Dominic Valle in his last fight back in November went the 6-round distance for the first time as a professional. We're headed to round number 5.
I tell you, man, when I saw this matchup, I was really wondering if Valle was going to be able to handle it. Very impressive performance by Dominic Valle, man. Very impressive performance. I mean, living up to the hype that comes with being the kind of prospect he is.
Yeah, I would say he's handling it with flying colors. Here we see him ripping that lead uppercut followed by a straight right hand. It's just more and more pressure, 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 cutting off the ring, just smothering, like you said, drowning Rosario as the rounds wear on.
You understand me? Be on your toes.
We're leaping in with that ugly right, okay? I want to see that. Stay smart.
Stay on the jab. Stay on the jab. Stay on control. If you give me any type of technique right now, listen to me, no power. Any type of technique, touch, shoot the right hand to the body.
See, Mark Ferry wants nothing 100. What that's going to do is accelerate the punch output. If you're not putting 100% of the power on the shots, it's going to just make it rain punches instead. Even at 70%, you got a guy who's almost on his way out. It's going to start to affect him even psychologically because the pressure won't stop.
That's also going to help Valle because he's not going to be off balance. If you're not overthrowing those shots, you're going to be right in position to keep throwing.
Yeah, like that. And it's going to make Rosario just feel like he can't get away from anything because the output is going to increase even more.
Round number 5.
Good counter.
Marcus Valle, 1 year, 9 months, 13 days older than younger brother Dominic, who has looked very, very good tonight. And you talked about the work ethic. That comes from Junior. That comes from their dad saying, hey, you can't take any shortcuts, Chris. And Dominic and Marcus don't take shortcuts. So you think about a long layoff with a Valle brother, and you worry a little bit less about ring rust.
Yeah, I mean, when you're staying in the gym and you're staying fit, you know, you don't have to kill yourself to make weight. Like, he's big for the weight class. Obviously, he's been working. So, I mean, and when you have a conditioning and endurance like this, you're obviously not, you know, you're obviously staying in the gym and not worried about the weight.
And yeah, look at him. He's presenting himself as a physical presence constantly in front of Rosario. That stresses you. That's also mental stress there.
And they have the attitude, and it's truly the case tonight. Every fight is a step up, a new challenge, a new puzzle. Dominic has told us in the past that he has to figure out. And man, he is putting this puzzle together perfectly this evening.
Yeah, Rosario's not putting up much of a fight anymore. He's really just surviving, moving around the ring. And you can see the energy of Valle coming up.
Steps over to his right and just prevents Rosario from finding that escape to the left every time. He might be able to get him out of here, man. I'm telling you. Rosario's only surviving because he's able to escape to the left consistently enough while still taking a beating.
Body, head.
If Rosario's not able to get out to the left, he's going to have even more trouble fighting to his right, because you can see he's not as comfortable fighting going to his right, and he's going to be able to defend himself even less going that way.
I got you.
Little blood under the eye of Valle. He has a small abrasion, a little bit of swelling.
Another body shot. We started out this fight, praising the body shots of Rosario, but I mean, Valle has really turned up the body punching.
Hey, Rosario had a good game plan. Right in the first round, you could tell what he wanted to do. He had a good strategy, but Valle has just completely overwhelmed him.
And you see the arm weariness in that last combination. Really nothing left on the shots.
Again, right to the midsection.
Let him go.
Of the Puerto Rican Carlos Rosario.
Yeah, while Valle's body shots, you can actually hear the thud.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Champ. If he steps over, he'll definitely be able to block that little bit of reprieve that Rosario gets. But I will say that Dominic is doing a great job of throwing to where Rosario is going to go with those body shots. He steps to his left, he hits him with the right hand. He steps to his right, he hits him with the left hook.
Headed to the 6th and final round.
Long walk back to the corner for Rosario.
I mean, it didn't look, the body language wasn't great either.
No.
Uno puede llevarse una pelea en un asalto, ¿ok? O es todo o es nada. Confía en ti mismo.
Telling Carlos you gotta leave it all or you're gonna lose. 3 minutes remaining in this super featherweight matchup. Dominic Valle, white, green, and purple trunks, blue and white trunks for Carlos Rosario. Mike Goldberg, former world champion Chris Algieri, former 2-time world champion, the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, here on a Wednesday night on your boxing channel, ProBox TV.
Big right hand a few seconds ago landed by Valle. And you see Ivan Calderon in the corner was telling Rosario all or nothing now. He said you got nothing. There's nothing else to save it for. You're gonna either go for it for everything, or you're gonna have nothing at the end of this fight.
Coach is being honest with his charge. I like hearing that. It's refreshing instead of just lying to your guy. Just go out. Hey, you gotta go out there doing good.
And
not
you know what?
cheerleading.
You can say that, Chris, about both corners tonight, because Mark Foray tells his fighters what they need to hear, not what they want to hear as well.
Hey, and credit to Dominic. He's listened and he's executed. He hasn't got hit with that uppercut again since the second round. He started jabbing again. He's cutting off the ring.
Nice flowing left hand, too. Double jab, turned it into a left hook at the end as well.
There's the uppercut thrown by Dominic, which is why Marcus said to us, Paulie, many times, hey, you can't be a good teacher if you don't have good students. And he says the template is Marcus and Dominic Valle. Rosario's doing what Ivan Calderon said, though. He's trying to empty everything out here in the final 3 minutes.
On paper, this was a very competitive fight. In reality, it is not.
Yeah. I mean, on paper, I thought it was like 50-50, man.
Yeah, we were talking about this, like this could be the fight of the night. And I mean, Dominic Valle is just on another level.
Sometimes time away from live fire, Paulie, works to your advantage.
I'll tell you, it shows the quality of Dominic Valle. I'm telling you, because Rosario's a 6-1 record, and he's not 6-1 as just with cupcakes. He beat some pretty good fighters in that 6-1 record. And his one loss was a competitive loss to another undefeated guy. Like, Rosario has been fighting good opposition and earned his 6-1 record.
I like the adjustment that Dominic made this round. And he was winning it on pressure. Now he's coming out and he's loading up on big single shots, looking to really put some hurt on him, and it's working because Rosario's legs got a little shaky there when he got hit with one of them big right hands.
Yeah, he's trying to finish the show, champ.
Yeah, I like the angle that Dominic is doing to try and change his fight up and get the guy out of there.
Dominic finished his first 4 opponents.
This is close to being stopped.
All in under 4 rounds. 30 seconds on the clock here. 6th and final round.
I wouldn't argue a stoppage here at all. He's getting hit with some big shots. Valle's coming on.
I give Rosario credit for trying to get to the end, man. He's trying to get to the end, trying to smother. Trying to at least take some of the sting off some of the shots by riding with some of them, man. But
He's taking a beating here. These are some real big shots from a big, strong kid in front of him. And the pressure has not let up since round number 2.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, that was a huge shot. Oh, he's hurt. Very, very hurt.
It is all over. Dominic Valle with the finish with just seconds left.
I heard the bell, guys. I don't know what they're going to call it. I don't know if it's a stoppage or a decision. I literally heard the bell as the ref jumped in. I don't know what it's going to be here.
Oh no, I don't think he stopped it. I think it was because of the bell.
Oh, but he held him and he like waved it off. So I don't know, man. But literally as he got in there, the bell rang, and then they stopped ringing the bell, thinking maybe the referee stopped it. But I mean, you got to keep ringing the bell if you rang it. The round's over. The round's over. I don't know which one it's going to be, but either way, a very masterful performance by Dominic Valle.
Very, very impressive. Dominant win against a very tough opponent. Huge, good, I mean, big step up for Dominic Valle. Biggest.
Mark Lichtenfeld telling me TKO. I don't know how that's a TKO. That's the first in my life. But what is it? TKO at the end of 6 rounds of a 6 rounder?
TKO 6:03. Round 6 and 3 seconds.
Real time replay. But yeah, let's check it out, guys.
TKO at 2:59 of the 6th.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Actually, I would have to hear that again. I mean, that was.
If it's basketball, the shot counts. If it's hockey, the puck wasn't in the net.
Yeah, we're gonna find out right now.
I feel like the referee decided before the bell that he was going to stop it, but the instant it took him to get in there, the bell rang.
Let's take a listen.
He's deciding.
Yep.
The bell hasn't rang. You can see the instant the ref makes a decision. I mean, it's only another split second before he jumps in. But the instant he decides to stop it, you can see his body language. It's no bell, and then as he's jumping in, the bell rings.
Yeah, I think you're right, Paulie. I think his decision to stop the fight happened before the round ended, but his body got in there after the bell.
Yeah, because it was literally a split second from the bell. And here's the reaction from the fight. I mean, a good first round by Rosario, actually. Landed some good uppercuts, boxed well in a crafty way. But it wasn't enough to confuse Valle. Valle just started picking up the pace more and more. And Rosario wasn't able to be crafty enough like his trainer used to be, like I said, who used to, dazzle the pressure fighters and beat them on points. Rosario sort of out of answers with the pressure of Valle, and it started to become a beating, like you said, Champ.
Yeah, I mean, the craftiness from Rosario turned from offense to just trying to survive. He was being crafty in order to get to the end. He was taking big shots. He's a super, super tough kid, definitely. But listen, like you said, you can be crafty. But people say all the time, like, oh, you and I both weren't punchers when we fought, but you got to hit hard enough to get respect.
Yeah.
And Rosario wasn't able to do that.
You got to also give enough looks.
Dominic, yes.
You got to give enough looks to buy your time so that you get just enough breaks to set up your offense.
You got to control the pace.
And any good referee will tell you that there is no clock in their mind.
Of course.
Right?
That's up to the commission to decide what the stoppage is. From me looking at it, I don't think it's a stoppage, but whatever. I mean, it was a great performance either way.
All right, let's get an official decision. Find out if it is a unanimous decision win or a TKO. Here's Mark.
I think Mark said it's a knockout.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Christopher Young stops this contest at 2 minutes 59 seconds of the 6th round. Your winner by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, and still undefeated, Dominic Valle.
I said 259.
And Goldie, it's got to be a 259 because at 3 minutes the fight's over. So if you're going to declare it a TKO, you have to say it's a 259.
At 3:01 of round number 6.
So he moves to 6-0 with 5 finishes. Congratulations, Dominic Valle.